Namaste everyone. Welcome to Nepal Premier League special show on Rato Party. It's me, your host, Sumit Timalsina, and we have a special guest with us today on our studio of Mr. Farooq Khan, who has been here to cover Nepal Premier League. He is a content creator, he is a journalist, and we have been covering Nepal cricket for a long time, I will say, and I would like to welcome him. Welcome, Farooq.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
How is Nepal treating you?
Nepal is treating you brilliantly. I mean, I am awestruck with the kind of hospitality that I've seen. I've heard about Nepal people being so generous, but I'm receiving it firsthand. So yes, it's wonderful.
So you have been covering Nepal cricket, making content on Nepal cricket for a long time. I'll say 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, it's been 2 years
following
now.
Nepal cricket. So when did the first time you saw Associate Nation Nepal on your social media, or how you get to know about Nepal cricket?
If I'm not wrong, a couple of years back, I think it was 2023 against UAE, the match where fans were waiting with umbrellas on. That video went viral on internet, and before that we did heard of Nepal playing cricket, but it was very in haze. It was a very on and off kind of thing that maybe once in a blue moon we see Nepal, but then on that day it was all over internet, and that was the moment when I realized this particular team needs some coverage. And back then I used to cover only India, Pakistan, neighboring countries mostly, not Nepal at all. I used to watch a couple of times, but I don't used to cover. But then that particular moment I realized that there is something big. So, and I didn't start at that moment exactly. I did see that, I talked to people about it, but then after one or the other match, when it started coming on internet regularly, then I was like, it's time, I should start making content. I should start talking about Nepal cricket, and then here I am right now.
Nepal Premier League is going on. We are here especially for that. Nepal Premier League Season 2. We are the Season 2 at the moment, and we're in the was of final.
Yeah.
We'll get the new winner in Nepal Premier League.
Exactly.
So, what make you to come here in Nepal to cover Nepal Premier League?
Okay, so when I started covering Nepal cricket, I got a lot of love from Nepal people. Initially, I think after a couple of videos, maybe after a couple of weeks, Sandeep incident happened. It was all over internet. So I had a look at it, and then I was like, okay, however, it's a controversial topic, so I made one video asking to people that what is it all about, and then people told me about this is happening, and then from that particular moment I started connecting with people. Exactly. So I was a kind of guy, I'm still a kind of guy who talk to people. So when they comment, when they text me, I kind of reply, not to all, obviously not to every messages, because one or other message will get lost in your DMs, but yeah, I start connecting with people, and then that connection got strong. They started texting me things. Did you see that? I was like, okay, let me check. Did you see that? Okay, let me check. So this connection got very, very true. And then first Nepal Premier League, the first season happened, and then everyone started telling me, you should have come, you should have been here. Then I was like, I can't. I mean, I have never really been to Nepal ever, and you can't really think of going to a country just out of nowhere. You don't know where to live. You don't know where will you stay. You don't know the location. So and also you need to have the budget, right?
Yeah.
To go to a different country, you need to have extra budget for that. So I was like, okay, but I think I'm not ready. I think I'm not there yet. And then there are a few people who, like Komal, if you're listening to me, Sulav, there is this guy, and there are many other people who are, I'm sorry if I'm forgetting any name, because these are people who I'm in touch on Instagram, and they are texting me regularly, they're talking to me regularly, updating me about things, because obviously I'm doing other things as well. So in case I miss something, they text me. So this to and fro communication got very strong, and then I promised almost to everyone, whoever was watching it, that I will definitely try my best to come to Nepal Premier League Season 2, and I tried, and it happened.
And you have been following Nepal cricket for 2 and 3 years from now, and we have moved from grass bank to the Farafet to day games to under the floodlight. What was your impression going there in the TU Cricket Stadium now?
See, I know the emotion. I would not say about the emotion because I did not feel it. Reason being,
over him.
Yes.
I was
Reason being,
tears on my eyes.
Exactly. I was about to say this, because if I say that I felt overwhelmed, then I think the word overwhelmed will not be justified.
Exactly.
Because people who have been here, people who have been watching, people who sat on those banks, they know the importance of these parapet. because I have been watching match in the parapet over the period of time. But coming here and watching that emotion in everyone who was sitting around me, that was very interesting thing. And in fact, there are few people of Nepal who are connected to me. Even they were not, convinced by this timeline that this will be finished by season 2. They also told me that no, in Nepal things take a lot of time. Yeah, they are saying that it will be done by season 2, but it won't. So even they were not convinced. So I was like, maybe it won't happen. But then they did a brilliant job.
And we're having Nepal Premier League season 2 on the far light with the parapets and tons of people coming.
And it's amazing. I was there in Dubai when Nepal versus West Indies happened, and I'm here for the season 2 NPL. And believe me, I don't see any difference. That ground, this ground, the floodlight, it's top notch.
So talking about Nepal cricket, what as a content creator point of view, what makes Nepal cricket so relatable or so story worthy?
Emotions, being honest emotions. Reason being, if I talk about England cricket, if I talk about Australia cricket, let's take an example of Australia without any disrespect. I'm saying this. When Pat Cummins went back to Australia with a World Cup trophy, I don't think there were anyone who came to receive him. He was with the trolley. His bag was there, and the World Cup was there, and the media covered it, and it looked very weird to me that you won the World Cup and there is no one to receive you. And I think on the similar time frame, Australia in the Olympics they did well, and they received a lot of gold medals, and the PM came to receive Albanese. He came to receive those players. So see, Australia was giant in cricket, but in their country this emotion, I'm not saying it's missing, but is not as compared to other countries. So when you talk about Nepal, yes, Nepal is not there yet. Yes, Nepal is not compared to test nation. But the emotion and the belief that they have in their own players is next to none. I mean, and that is that particular emotion. Bring them to the stadium, bring them to those grass banks, and help them to climb to the trees. So it's those emotion, and it's only those emotions that take the entire internet, and that reached out to me as well.
Exactly. So Nepal cricket is in a good run at the moment.
Yes.
Especially we are doing really well on T20.
Exactly.
We're heading towards the World Cup in the Mumbai next year.
Yeah.
2 or 3 months from now.
Correct.
And that's a great feeling for us.
Exactly.
Third time in the World Cup we're traveling to Mumbai. So what do you think? Where is Nepal cricket heading? What's the status of Nepal cricket? As an associate nation.
If I am not mistaken, I think it was, I forgot the name of the captain or the player who said that Nepal is an associate of India. The emotion, the fan base. So if you carry I'm not comparing again with India, but I'm saying that the fan base and the emotion that Nepal carries, now it is going to Mumbai. And I heard today that yesterday they released the ticket and it got sold out. The first and the second match.
First phase
is sold out. So this shows the eager to go and watch the match. I have a couple of friends who live in Australia and who live in Dubai or Nepal. I'm talking Nepal people. They told me that they'll be flying to Mumbai to watch the match. So flying from Australia to Mumbai to watch the match shows where this cricket is heading. But yes, a huge responsibility comes on the shoulder of players and those who are covering it. Covering as in not people covering from outside, covering from inside. All those journalists, all those reporters who are covering this cricket, huge responsibility, because you're going to a different country. You're going to Mumbai, you're going to a Wankhede Stadium, which is an iconic stadium, and all 4 matches will be played there. So yes, it's high time that all those team members take responsibility on their shoulder, and you need to win matches now, because enough of being cardiac kid, enough of with all those emotions. Now you need to win matches.
We have to remove that cardiac kid tag.
Yes, it is. I know fans like it when you go to the 19.4 ball, 2 balls and the 8-run last ball, and you like that thriller. But that is not what defines a good team. You don't see Australia struggling every time. Why? Because they have a habit of winning. So like Stuart Law said, you have to make a habit of winning. So you are heading towards a very good direction, but the result needs to change now. You're going to India, you're going to play in Wankhede. I think Karan Casey and Kushal Butel, they have been to Mumbai a couple of times. They have been Sompal also, they have been to Mumbai. They know how Mumbai pitch work. They have an idea how bouncy and how different can it be compared to Nepal. So they can prepare accordingly, and they have to win matches now. It's only one thing: win matches, get those 2 points, and then the mentality will switch. Because when Nepal was on the verge of defeating South Africa previously, Sandeep said that we now have a belief that we can defeat anyone. So that belief need a result now.
Exactly. We want to go on the next round in this
Exactly.
World Cup. We have England, Italy, Bangladesh in our side. So we want to be on another phase of
Exactly,
the World Cup.
exactly.
That's what we are aiming in
Yeah,
this
exactly.
World Cup particularly. So coming back to Nepal Premier
Yeah.
League, you have worked as a sports journalist, creating content around cricket. So you have observed games so
Yeah.
closely. So what impact does Nepal Premier League will make to the Nepal cricket? What do you think?
First of all, generating talent, obviously, because we have been seeing more or less same kind of player regularly playing in against different countries. So one thing that I want from this particular league is that you start feeling competition with players who are not representing Nepal but playing in Nepal Premier League. For example, if you see Ishan Pandey, okay, so if you see Ishan Pandey, you see that this guy is talented. When you see Bashir, you see this guy is talented. But then Bashir and Ishan is having a hard time making it to the squad. So the squad member should feel that there are players standing in front of me, and if I don't perform, they'll come in.
They're just not only knocking the door, they're kicking the door.
Exactly, they're kicking the door. And there are many players, just name two, there are many players who are standing there, but yes, the competition needs to be raised. These 11, let's say for example, Kushal Malla, couple of months back, he was not performing well. Now he knows it very well that if I don't perform, there are players who can replace me. And if I'm not mistaken, last year Kushal Butel was even asked to sit for a match because he was not performing well. But then he came back, he performed. Even this by the beginning of this NPL, he scored 2 back-to-back half centuries. So, and then came 2 ducks. So the competition needs to be there. He should know that if I don't perform, there are players standing. And I'm very sure Stuart Law is giving the best coaching that is possible at this moment, and things will turn around for this team. But yes, this Nepal Premier League or the upcoming multiple season should only deliver one thing, that is competition to their own players, so that they can understand not only 15, but there are 15 and 15 more who can fill their places if they don't perform well.
And we talk about in the world cricket, we talk about Big Bash, Indian Premier League, PSL, every league is going on in the world. So what makes Nepal Premier League different from all other leagues?
What makes Nepal Premier League different is, again, the kind of support that they get from their own people, because this is something that is very much required. See, for example, I'm giving a very diplomatic kind of business answer. To run a league, what do you need? You need money.
Money, exactly.
And for money, you need people. And Nepal has that. Nepal has that. If you talk about Netherlands, if you talk about Scotland, if you talk about other, associate nation, they have the cricket, but they don't have people. Nepal have that. But if you compare it with IPL, PSL, BBL, first of all, I would not use the word comparison, because you don't compare something that is orange and apple. Reason being, Nepal Premier League has just started. It's the second season. It's it's almost the end, because we'll be seeing the final tomorrow. And PSL, IPL, they have nourished, they have nurtured, and they are at a point where things are rolling out pretty much automated zone. So automatically it's happening. For the NPL, Parasdai is doing a great job. Entire CAN is doing a great job. Eventually, it will come to a phase where you can say that yes, IPL, PSL, BBL, and other these leagues, those successful leagues. I'm not talking about ILT20 or Canada, XYZ, that happens. I'm not talking about those leagues. I'm talking about successful leagues. It will come to that point, but it needs a little bit of time. So it's the time when we need some patience with the Nepal Premier League. It will come, but a little bit of patience.
So you are here just 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, I came here on Tuesday.
Yeah. So what kind of stories or what kind of content are you making, and what's the plan? Till tomorrow we have the final.
Yeah.
So what's the plan for your content journey?
As far as content is concerned, I was there in the media box. First day I was there in the media box. I said, the guy, I will not mention his name, but the guy who helped me in the media box in all those things, I asked him that, can I watch one match from the ground? Because, when you're sitting around media people, it's like you're sitting, you're watching, you're making notes, and then eventually you go out. I was like, I want to go out. I want to sit,
Feel that
I want to
vibe,
feel
that
that vibe. I want to go around the people. Then I went out and I talked to people, and then I went into the crowd. I started talking to them. You know, they were shouting, they were cheering, Lumbini, Lumbini. So this is what I came here for, because I wanted to, because I'm seeing things on Twitter, I'm seeing things on TV, I'm watching matches on TV. But to get emotion live from them, to get, you know, the first-hand emotion, that is the kind of content I came here for, and I am pretty much getting it.
Do you think Nepali players and Nepal Premier League, this tournament is getting enough digital exposure?
It needs more. It needs more. It is yet not there, I think. I know people might say that Star Sports is covering, and this is covering, and that is covering, but still I'll say it needs more coverage. It needs more people like me to come here to cover this league, and for that you have to do something so that it reaches to people. If it is, you got Faf du Plessis, you got all other players, so it's a good thing that you're getting good players, big players, but now it's time that you have to think, how can we take this NPL to other nation so that they start coming here. I met a guy who is also from India, who came here to cover NPL, who came previously also, he came this year also, so it feels good. Okay, two of us are here, two Indian journalists are here to cover NPL. We want more. Not only India, we want more from Pakistan. We want more from Sri Lanka, from Bangladesh, all neighboring countries, Afghanistan. We want people to come here to cover this. And if you want people to come, you have to do something about it. You have to give enough coverage. You have to do. I'm not giving you ideas. All I'm saying, if you want people to come in, you have to do something about it. Because if they start coming in, they'll cover it. People sitting back in their own country, they'll start watching it. So yes, a little more coverage, I think.
So I'm just being devil's advocate here. People in Nepal, some people in Nepal say that Farooq and other Indian and other countries' journalists or content creator are trying just to gain the fan engagement. They are talking about Nepal cricket. I know that you are
it's a good question.
You are wholeheartedly,
it's a good question. It's a very required question.
Yeah, you are wholeheartedly coming here covering Nepal Premier League. So I want you to clear this once and for all.
See, when you talk about views, when you talk about doing things for views, there are, yes, it is true that Nepal has that emotion and views connected with cricket, that if you start doing it, you will start getting views. But let me ask you one thing. Can view be the only thing for anyone to start traveling to different countries?
I don't think so.
Because I can guarantee you this, I'll sit at home, I'll start making videos, I'll get more views than this. Exactly. I run other channels as well, and I get good views. So yes, views have always been this one thing with everyone. It is true, but it cannot be the only thing. Exactly. And I'm being very honest right now. Obviously, let's say I make 10 videos on Nepal cricket, 5 people watch it. Will I make the 11th one? No, I will not. No. That is very true, I will not. Because if my work is not appreciated, I'll not do it.
And we are in this type of world, it's all about demand and supply.
It's all about demand and supply. But yes, how far are you ready to go for that demand? That is what is, what should be the notice. Because yes, everyone who is, for example, if you make anything and people don't appreciate, you'll not do it. You'll do it once, twice, thrice, 4, 5, 10 times. But then you'll be like, I'll try my luck in some other thing. So yes, people do things so that they get visibility, they get viewership, they get attention. But no, the only reason cannot be all these, because they are working hard for it. They are moving places. I went to Dubai. I could have not gone for West Indies versus Nepal in the Sharjah. I could not have come here to cover Nepal Premier League. I mean, there are certain other angles, certain other prospect as well. If you start watching everything from the same prospect, you might only see he's saying this only because he wants to be. Okay, then I'll say Nepal is equals to Australia now. Happy?
I got your point. So we are in the end. What message you want to give to Nepali cricket fans and your fans who have been watching you for a long time?
Nepal cricket fans, and also to all those who are covering Nepal cricket, because it goes in an equal boat when you are traveling. The fans and because if the content creator, I'm saying about only Nepal. I'm not saying about content creators who are covering from around the globe. Only Nepal content creators, Nepal journalists, Nepal reporters, because fans are moving with you. If you won't show it, fans won't see it. For example, I was in Mulpani right now. Kushal Butel was practicing there. So people should know that players are working hard. Fans should know that Kushal is at the Mulpani knocking 100 balls, he's working hard. Other players should get motivated. If I don't know whether they are working hard, how hard they are working, I don't know, because I'm not here in Nepal every day. But if they are working hard, people should know about it, and other journalists and other content creators, they should talk about it. Not only about Kushal practicing, but about everything, so that this gets more coverage. Like you asked previously, is it getting enough coverage? So for that, you have to keep working hard, all these reporters, and for fans, again, you have to be patient. Like Straight Law once said, you have to have that patience in you if you want your team to succeed. For example, a couple of days back, he said that I don't choose a team based on social media.
Exactly.
So why did he say that? Because he can see people not being very patient. He can see that in every 2 match, people want change.
And people have different team for the World Cup squad. And Nepal cricket has gone to many places now. More eyeballs are catching. So they are making their own squad.
Yeah.
And they want that particular player on the team. So that's there.
Yeah, true. So yeah, the patience is very much required, and for the content creator and to journalists, to reporters, you have got very hard work to do. So start, tighten up your belt, because next few months is all yours. If you show things, then people will see. If you don't, then players will keep on working hard and they will not get enough coverage.
Thank you, Farooq, for being here. It's so pleasure to talk to you.
Same here.
Have a great stay here in Nepal.
Same here. Thank you so much.
He was Farooq Khan, sports journalist and content creator who have been here in Nepal to cover Nepal Premier League. So we'll be back with more cricket-related content for Nepal Premier League special show here in Ratopati. It's me, Sumit Timal Sinha, signing off. Thank you.